The neighborhood is kind of rough. And one day Kevin was passing by my house, and I thought he was a Mormon. And so I kind of got on him about that, like, oh, what you Mormons doing around here? We got enough problems, we don't need Mormons around here. So Kevin, he stood up for the gospel. He says, oh, I'm not a Mormon. And he was ready to actually fight me. And I'm a martial arts expert. I've been doing martial arts since 14 years old. So full contact champion, so I can hold my own. But Kevin stood up. He stood up for his belief, and I liked that. I respected that. So he sat down and talked to me, and that's been about 15 years ago. My role in the ministry is I support Kevin. I help him with his servers and his electronic equipment because I'm a systems engineer. I also help him with volunteering. They cut grass in yards, and they do painting and stuff like that. So actually my capacity is I do quite a lot of diversified things for Kevin. It's no one specific thing. If he asks me to come and do it, I'll come and do it. Well, TCC is actually really helping the community back in this area, the 17th Ward. They actually had a lot of drugs and crime, stuff like that going on. And Kevin actually has went above and beyond the call of duty to kind of curtail that and straighten that out. So TCC is looking to upgrade the community, try to slow down all the drugs and the killings. There's been quite a lot of killings back here. So that's what Kevin and TCC are involved in. They're trying to turn this situation around. In fact, they are turning it around. It's a lot better than it was. TCC programs, they have AmeriCorps comes over, and they have other volunteers that come over. They do this every year round. They come over in low-income families that can't afford their houses to be repainted. He gets a crew and they come out and do that. There's quite a lot of vacant lots in the community that's trash and rats, and it's not very healthy. TCC come around and they clean those places up thoroughly. There's a place in the neighborhood called Conrad Park. It's been here for quite a long time, 40 or 50, maybe 60 years. And Kevin has supported Conrad Park. They actually built this jungle gym out there. TCC was involved in that. They actually came up with a basketball team. He holds these kid fairs like every other month, and the community comes out to eat hot dogs and have music. And Kevin talks to them, pass out tracts, get them involved in getting a better spiritual connection with the Lord. What Kevin does, he actually has a school here in the building. And when the kids get out of school, they come over here to get their classes and get better grades. So he also witnesses to them quite a lot. He doesn't beat you down with the gospel. He gives it to you subtle. One plants the seed, one waters the seed. God makes the plant grow. So that's pretty much Kevin's philosophy. Well, Kevin has a retreat that everyone goes on to. And like I said, the school where the kids come in the afternoon, and also there's the church. I just remembered that. There's a church that we have. It's called The Grove. And quite a lot of kids come over there to the church services on Sunday. So he has different avenues where he's opening up the gospel to the younger generation to get them like on the right track, so to speak. There's lots of ways to get involved with Trinity Christian Community. You can always get in touch with the director, Kevin. You can always come over to the building. Any questions you have, because Kevin's open for a lot of suggestions. He helps single parents. He helps grandmothers that's actually the parents of their kids. They take care of them. Prayer support. We have a group. We all come together. We pray for the community. There's senior citizens that we talk to, and we let them know that we're going to be praying at a certain time, or we're going to be holding a consecration. And so they all join and make one unified prayer. The other things that go on here at the center, how should I say? It's not really just one thing. There's so many things. I can't really say them all, because I'd have to really sit down and think about it, because there's a lot of stuff that Kevin does in the neighborhood. The importance of supporting TCC is because CCC is a good cause for the neighborhood. We actually had a plan where we're going to open a school up for senior citizens. A lot of senior citizens are not very computer literate. So we put in a government grant along with Jessie Smallwood. She's a well-known grant writer, Kevin Brown and myself, and we put in for this grant to open up the Senior Citizen Center to teach the senior citizens how to use computers. But also, we had computers donated to us. So that's why it's really good if people donate things to us, because we can't afford a lot of stuff. But by volunteering and people supporting the ministry, that helps us to go just a little further. The people at TCC, they're not out to get notoriety or millionaires or anything like that. They just have heartfelt concern for the people. So that's what it's about. You know, when you're a Christian, it's about the people. It's not about yourself. It's about the people. How can you get the people in the right direction and lead them to Jesus? That's the important thing. Being a millionaire and doing all kinds of things on earth, that's fine. But what you do for Jesus is going to last. My closing, I would like to say it's a privilege for me to speak for TCC. It's very much appreciated. I was, after the hurricane, I had the contractor fraud. And so I've been living in a house that is there's no water, no plumbing, and TCC has supported me. You know, if I need a shower or something to eat, I can come over at any time and do that. That's really appreciated. I appreciate it because they don't have to do that, but they do. That's just another way that they show love to the people in the community. And I really appreciate that. I wanted to mention that. And they actually had a program where the New Orleans Saints football organization, there's a program, charity program called 4th and 1, which is led by Roman Harper. And they're actually giving me support and financial support to help me to finish my house, which is part of TCC and Rebuilding Together. So because of the grace of the Lord first, because I know God opened doors that no man can open, but he led me in the right direction through TCC, then Rebuilding Together, and now Roman Harper. So today I'm going to go and sign off. My house is going to be fixed. So that's a great blessing.